Welcome
to Whips and Sips.
I'm Justine.
And I'm Shelly. Good morning.
Good morning. What are we drinking today, Shell?
Well, we're actually taping in the morning again. And we're at the shop. So we both have coffee.
Top of the morning to you.
Yours says chill.
Somebody has told me that before. I wonder who that would have been.
Chill out?
Yeah. Well, and I sang to Shelly this morning because one of my favorite commercials since being little is, I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Ba-dum-bum-bum. So that's kind of the chill.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
So now that you are all going to be singing that song all right.
You're welcome. And how about yours? Hot Mess Express.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I roll.
Top of the morning. All right.
What are we up to today? It's probably not going to be a very long one today.
No.
I've been a very monogamous stitcher, so not a lot of whips to show, but we'll make it work.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
All right. What's first?
What's first? FFOs. I have no FFOs.
I do.
Of course you do.
Look what I finished this morning. Here you go, Chris.
That is not an FFO. That's a finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was so excited. I couldn't help it because I wanted to show you me crossing it off my whip list.
We'll get to finishes next. Let's see the FFOs because I know you have those too.
I do. I have a needlepoint or needlework. I have a wonderful gal who stopped in and put this all together for me, took it home with her, and I am actually hoping she will teach some classes for us on needlepoint. I just love that. All the different threads she used, the beads she used, and it's a painted canvas that she did this on. So
that is so cool.
Isn't that gorgeous?
There's all sorts of specialty stitches in it, and oh yeah. And this has dimension to it.
Yes. Yeah, she used a little bit of everything because she wanted to show what all you could use, even though the sky's the limit.
Very cool.
And then, look what I was so lucky to get. I don't know if you guys can see this. Mary Uppita stitched this for me. And she's going to let us hang it in the shop for a little while. And
do you know the pattern?
Yes, but I can't remember.
Primrose
Cottage.
Okay.
I want to say Autumn Rules, but I could be wrong. But this is so cute. And when it first came out, I had a hard time keeping this pattern in stock. So. Yeah. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so those are my FFOs, even though I didn't do them. Again, I get by with a little help from my friends.
Say, we forgot to mention when we started here, we're kind of sitting in a new spot in the store. You'll see behind us Justine's fabric wall. And you're seeing one full bookshelf and then half of one and half of another. So there's actually 3 full bookshelves of fabric. So it's kind of fun to see that. We thought we'd give you a different view of the shop.
This is the view that I do my Welcome Wednesday from.
Yep.
So, okay. Now can I?
Finishes, yes, go.
Okay, finally. And we could not start this video until I finished the back stitching. So Chris, here you go. This only took me, 2-3 years?
Yeah.
And this is out of the Retro Fun book, Retro Fun and Stitches. And this is the book that Chris had given to me. And they're just such fun colors. Such fun colors.
So now we got to figure out how we're going to finish it. We have an idea, but we're not going to say it on here because we want it to be a surprise to Chris. But, yeah, I think
you may take that now. My finisher may take that now.
Okay, it's mine.
Thank you.
I'm up, I guess.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
I have a couple of finishes, actually. The last time that we met, we were at the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch retreat. And I was finishing up block number 6 in my Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. And unfortunately, in my mad rush to get here this morning, I forgot to bring it with me.
Because she missed me.
But I can show you a picture, hopefully. Come on, cooperate. There we go. So here is how far I am. There are 12 total blocks in this pattern, and I've got 6 done.
Oh, they are so pretty, Shelley.
And then a close-up of the one that I finished is here.
How pretty.
And that was pretty darn close to full coverage.
You know, back in the days when we were, younger, like, 5 years ago or so, Shelley was a awesome ice skater. Awesome.
I love to ice
She
skate.
was at the warming house all the time.
Yeah, that's what we did in the winter. In the summer we swam, in the winter we skated.
We did.
And then played a little interesting tennis in between and golfed, and what else did we do? We had a good time.
We did.
We always had fun.
We did. We do.
It was the three of us all the time.
Hanging out with the boys.
Yeah, you generally didn't see one of us without seeing the other two.
Or we knew where each other was. So.
Exactly right.
All
so
right.
that's my first finish. And then after I finished that, I started working on my Autumn in Stars Hollow. This is a Black Needle Society retreat in a box. And there's going to be 4 pieces in this series. This is the autumn one, like I said. I think the Summer in Stars Hollow is coming out in June. And so I decided, you know what? I have to get this block finished because I will not want to start summer until this one is done. And so that's what I mean by being a monogamous stitcher. Since I finished Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow, which was actually the day we filmed last, I've been stitching monogamously on this, and I finished it at 9:30 last night.
Isn't it gorgeous?
So
look at all that. That's full coverage.
Yep.
So she's going to be getting some heaven and earth now since she likes full coverage so much.
Oh, yeah, right. No, I am a huge Gilmore Girls fan. My daughter is, and my cousin is, and we always watch it together. So I don't normally stitch kind of, I don't know, themed stuff like this. I'm more of a prim stitcher, but I had to stitch this.
Sometimes you just have to. And as she's sitting here, she's feeling the stitches. Isn't that fun?
It feels really good.
Isn't that fun?
So.
You know, speaking of that, I've been meaning to say, when I have my stitching ready, I have to have a needle in it. It has to be ready to rock and roll when I sit down, or I won't touch it. And I have a tendency to just stare at it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because
I feel it.
Well, that's fun too. It's just so beautiful that I just stare at it. Instead of stitch, I just stare. And I can waste a lot of time staring.
Yeah, I do that too. Okay, so those are my 2 finishes since we last got together. And they were both also my whips, like I said. So I don't have any whips. Do you have whips?
I have whips. How about your WIPGO? You finished January,
we'll talk
right?
about that in plans.
Okay. Because here is one of my whips.
Yeah, I think we said in our last Flosstube that we finished our January WIPGO, right?
Yep.
You had finished yours.
Yep.
Yeah,
But I've been working on February's that's my whips, except for one. If you remember, last time we filmed, I was done with my WIPGO and I just didn't know what to start next.
Yep.
And I was going to finish.
You made me choose.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
And Shelley chose the
Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you. The Pledge of Allegiance. And I figured out why I hadn't worked on it anymore, because I was out of the floss. And this is a floss that everybody's out of. Lo and behold, somebody had it in her stash. So I'm going to check the colors and see if I can finish with that.
I just brought it to her today.
Yes.
So.
And a huge thank you, a huge shout out to the gal who commented on our Flosstube that there was a spelling error. This is a gift. And I didn't even notice. And you were right. You know, the letters are a little, they're not block letters. So it's kind of hard to see.
Hard to catch. Yeah.
So thank you. Oops, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, her name was Michelle. So thank you, Michelle,
Yes,
for pointing that out for Justine.
And so then, couldn't work on that. So Shelley said, why don't you put all the rest of your whips on a wheel? And when you're done with your WIPGO, you can do the wheel. So I did. And I came up with this one. This is one of my favorites. And this is the one that is hanging on the back of the wall. in the shop, or it was until I took it down. I didn't get very far on it. I was kind of hoping to get some of the dark blues in it, but as I pulled out this project, I found out that my daughter's dog had again gotten into this one and had taken some of the silk, and yeah, so it's my fault for laying it out, I know. But that's what I worked on, except for my WIPGO.
The wheel that she's talking about that she made is an app you can get on your phone. It makes a little like roulette wheel, and then you just push the button and let the wheel spin, and you have to stitch whatever comes up. Well, you don't have to, but
it's just fun. It's fun, kind of a fun way, and I figured that I will do that with the stuff that's not on my WIPGO.
I actually went home that night and did the same thing.
Did you really?
Yeah.
So it was a very good idea. Very good idea.
So that way, if you ever get to a point where you just don't know what you want to stitch, don't know what you're feeling, just spin the wheel and stitch on whatever it chooses, and the choice is made for you.
Exactly. Stitch on what makes you happy also.
Yeah, exactly. So what about, so is that what you've stitched on since?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you started your WIPGO. Okay.
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go on
February.
to the February WIPGO then.
Well, my February WIPGO was Seasons in Chalk Spring. And, oh, it was so fun to bring this out and work on it. So look at this. So I, again, just love these colors. This is from Priscilla and Chelsea and Kathy Haberman. Priscilla designed it and Kathy put it into the cross stitch. And these colors are just gorgeous. And this is on black 14, I believe. So they just pop. It's so fun to work with some bright colors.
That's
so
cool.
That was one. Do you want me to keep going or do you want to go?
You go ahead.
And my second WIPGO call was a new start. So I am stitching with a needle and thread. Whoops, wrong way, sorry. Oh, lucky day. And of course, if you have heard me or come into the shop, top of the morning is one of my sayings. So I so wanted to have this done. I did. But here is what I have.
You cannot know how much crap we gave her that she, you know, we always give her crap about how many whips she has. But then for her WIPGO to come up with a new start, oh my gosh, we all gave her crap. So anyway, I said to her, why don't you do a new start that you can probably also finish? So that's why
That's my goal. That's my goal.
One of those.
All right. How about you?
Okay. So let me look here. I'm kind of out of order here. So, if you remember, on my WIPGO in January was Halloween Quaker, and guess what? It also came up in February. So, here's the Halloween Quaker pattern by Leela's Studio. And I showed this last time because I finished this witch and her broomstick. You want to hold it?
I will.
You can see. I finished the witch and her broomstick. And I think what I'm going to do now is go down, I can't see it here, go down this, I'm on the wrong side, go down this side so that I can get to the bottom. And then I'll know if I have fabric that I can cut off and make it a little bit easier to work with. So
Sarah was in this week and she brought hers in. And she's going to be using the glow in the dark.
Yeah, she said that. Oh,
so
that'll
really
be fun.
pretty.
That'll be fun.
Very pretty.
So, and here's the flosses for that. There's some DMC and some overdyeds. So, boy, they look kind of like my cup, a hot mess.
No, I think they look gorgeous.
Anyway, and my other WIPGO that came up is Turkey Hollow Farm by Stacy Nash. This is the one that I started with Justine at Thanksgiving. She's farther along than I am, much farther along, but that could change since I'm going to work on it for 7 days here coming up.
Ooh, the pressure's on.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh.
I know how you love me. I know how you love my huge starts, but you watch. I'm gonna knock this one out of the park. I'm gonna get a ton done.
Oh,
if you want to hold up the fabric, here's the color palette.
Oh, pretty.
Oh, my threads look ridiculous.
Oh, how pretty.
Yeah. So those are my 2 WIPGO pieces for February. So I'll be starting on those now that I'm done with Stars Hollow, Autumn and Stars Hollow, I'll be starting my WIPGO here shortly.
Check.
But I also have another new start coming up here. 2 more new starts coming up here. One today and one for my birthday, because my birthday's in February 15th.
Happy birthday to you. You know who has the same birthday you do?
Who?
Jean Deegan.
Really?
I think for her birthday I should kit her up something. What
There
do
you
think?
go. That would be nice. She would love that. Anyway, so do you have any new starts that you're going to be doing? Are you going to start that little house?
Well, this is on my radar.
Okay.
This is the second Little House Needleworks that has come out for Fall on the Farm. And I was hoping to have it started by now, but I don't. So here's my first one. So yes, my next block will be going over here. And I'm excited to get that going. That house is gorgeous. So that is one of my, besides my WIPGO, that is on my radar.
Okay. And you're going to have a new start for my birthday, right?
I am. Do you want to show yours
let's
first?
Show those. No, you go ahead. You show what I picked for you to start for my birthday.
Again, I let Shelly Lynn pick what I should start for her birthday. And I was lucky enough to get into Kitten Stitcher's holiday box and loved it. So I am going to start Lucy Owen. And it's all kitted up and ready to go. So on the 15th, this puppy's getting pulled.
I feel like it wouldn't take too long to finish that.
That's what I always say.
I know.
And then 10 years later, they're still here.
Imagine that.
So that is one of them.
So that's my birthday start. One of them.
I'm having a little problem. I may be kidding something up today.
Oh, that's right. And that might be my birthday start?
No, this is your birthday start.
Oh, okay.
This would be just a Justine start.
Right. Okay. Because why not?
But you go ahead.
You go. Show your other.
Well, this is kind of in haul too, but excuse me. But sorry. Oh. I was watching, and I apologize, I cannot remember her Flosstube. I love it. She's in the medical field. Her husband's in the medical field, and they have a daughter, and she does a lot of full coverages. And she showed this, Heaven and Earth Design. And I had to get it.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Will I ever finish it? I don't know. But just to pull those flosses is going to be gorgeous. And the name of this is, I did the mini C Opal. I even had to show my husband.
Oh, was he excited?
Well, he just played along with me.
Good job, Neil. Good job. Just nod and say, yes, dear. Oh, nice, dear.
It's safer that way.
So my birthday start is going to be Ida Nolt this is an original design by Hands to Work. Ida Nolt Revisited, it says. I was introduced to this pattern by a lady named Patty that came to, not this past 24 hours of cross stitch, but the one back in October. And she had some beautiful pieces, and she took close-up pictures of some of her pieces and made floss drops out of them. And this was one of them, and she gave me some of her floss drops, and I said, what pattern is that? That is so beautiful. The picture on this does not look at all like what this thing looks like. It does not do it justice. This picture is very yellow, I think.
Isn't that the fun of 24 hours?
Yeah.
Or getting together with other people to see what they're stitching on?
So this is going to be my birthday start, and I pulled the flosses. I'm going with the DMC conversion. It was done in NPIs, but I decided to do the DMC conversion instead. Let me get these organized here. I'm sorry. I'm not very organized this morning, am I? See if I can hold these all up at once. And I am going to be doing this on Fox and Rabbit Eucalyptus.
Isn't that pretty?
With all of the called for DMC flosses. And I think this thing is going to be just gorgeous. To me, it has a Frank Lloyd Wright feel to it.
Yes.
This kind of, and I just
You're right.
really, I just love it. So I'm super excited to start that one. And sometimes with pieces like this that, you know, I can hardly wait to start, it'll be like Autumn at Stars Hollow where I just won't put it down until I'm done.
Well, I can't wait to see.
But we'll see. So yeah.
Yes.
I am doing it on a little bit darker fabric, you know, than it shows here, but I just think that's going to help it pop even more. So
way to expand your horizons.
yeah, I'm excited. So, and I'm doing, that's a 40 count Fox and Rabbit eucalyptus that I bought here at my favorite L&S. So that is my birthday start. And then I'm actually going to have a new start today.
You are.
I am. So for years, I have loved crafting with my in-laws.
Okay, let's stop right there. Okay. I've known Shelley for how long, right? I have tried to get her to craft, and she has. But I mean, I've really tried. Okay, finally gave up. She gets married, and all of a sudden she's crafting all the time.
Well, my husband.
Thank you, Carolyn.
My husband's mom is a big quilter, and so is his whole family is an extended family. And so I started with quilting, and I really got into that. And I didn't stop there. And then Justine eventually got me back into cross stitching. But where I was going with this is that we used to have these little mini family retreats because my mother-in-law has just the right basement for it. It's all, I mean, we can set up cutting tables and ironing tables and sewing tables and she just always invited all of us to come. And, you know, it's not a quilting retreat. It's just a retreat. Bring what you like to do. So we started last night. We are doing another one. We haven't done one in years. But my niece, Nicole, thank you, Nicole, she kind of realized that. And she said, you know, we haven't done a retreat in a long time. Let's do another one. So we scheduled it for this weekend. We started last night. And last night I was stitching. My mother-in-law was knitting. My sister-in-law was making tote bags. My niece was quilting. My other sister-in-law was basket weaving. I mean, and my other niece was crocheting. So it doesn't matter what your craft is, just time to be with the people we love and enjoy laughing and good food and just having a good time. So Justine is going to join us today. Justine used to come quite a bit back when we did them back in the day.
They have taught me so much about quilting and, oh, yes, I can't wait. I haven't seen them for a long time, and I can't wait. I don't know if I'm going to get anything done. I'm just going to be watching everybody else, I think.
Yeah. So I'm planning on starting this new one then. And the other part of the story is that this one that I'm going to start, I fully kitted up and put it in our, we play a game at Christmas time, and I put it in as a gift for our Christmas game. And my sister-in-law, Amy, picked it. So we are going to start this together tonight. She has not cross-stitched in a few years, and so I'm excited to get her back into it.
Yes. She's, like she said, they're all major crafty. So.
Yeah. She was the one that was basket weaving last night, so she makes beautiful baskets.
And I've been able to see her make some of those.
And my other niece that hasn't been able to join us yet, I think she's coming on Sunday, she makes a lot of pottery.
Ooh.
And she made a vase for me for Christmas, and she wanted me to pick the color. So it was unfinished, but I picked, of course, red. And she's currently waiting for some chemical or something that she needs in order to finish up the painting and the firing. And I'm so excited to get it.
Oh, wow.
And last night we were telling her we want her to make us all yarn bowls. You know, the bowl that you put your yarn in, and you can, there's the little cutout, and you can pull your yarn through the cutout. So we all ordered yarn bowls last night when we were talking to her on the phone. So anyway, yeah, just very, very talented family, and
I can't wait.
The sky's the limit. So unfortunately, I forgot to bring my kit with me. So I pulled this off of Justine's design wall. This is Gathering Snowflakes.
By Luminous Fiber Arts.
Yep, by Luminous Fiber Arts. This is a finished one that, did Linda stitch this?
No, Lynn stitched this.
Lynn stitched this. One of the gals that helps Justine out here at the shop stitched this one. But this is what we're going to stitch, and we're actually stitching it on a fabric flare fabric that has snowflakes on it.
Fun, that's
so
right.
I think that's going to be really cute.
And this is 28 count needle and flax Delaware crossing, And she used Belsois silks from Classic Colorworks, Mirror Blue.
Yeah, pretty.
And then she added a button also.
Yeah.
And the button is from Mill Hill, and it's sweet water.
Yeah.
So it's so fun to mix them up and do something different.
So my sister-in-law, Amy, and I are going to be starting these tonight, and I'm super excited to
They'll have it done by tomorrow.
I doubt that, but yeah. So those are my new starts for the month.
Oh, fun.
All right. Anything else to show?
Should we show our haul?
Yep. Go to haul.
And or did I show this last time? Maybe I showed it last time. This is what we gave. This is what I gave Shelly for her birthday.
Yeah. So I have the same haul.
Maybe I did. Of course, she's a red lover. So Happy House Needleworks had their designs, and here is Prancer. So we each have this, and I apologize if I'm showing it again. And then Quaker Christmas. This is kind of up my alley because I love the Quakers.
I like Quakers too.
And then, of course, here's the Dasher and Dancer. And I just love it because I was on the phone with a gal from Spicer, and she started this. And she was in here and kitted it up. And it was just fun to say, I ordered it too. I ordered it for Shelly's birthday, and I can't wait to see.
That was just a really generous gift. I really appreciate it.
It's kind of all about me,
Yeah, well, whatever. Okay, now we did have some questions that we wanted to answer from our last Flosstube. We'll go through just a couple here. Vicky says, loved the whip parade. So Justine, which ones did you work on? And I think we went over that here.
That was this one.
Yeah, because you couldn't do the Pledge of Allegiance because you ran out of...
So this one right here.
Right. Okay, the next question that we had was, Shelly, do you stitch in hand or use a hoop? I stitch predominantly in hand. I think you do too. I have a few pieces that I've done on Ada that I find Ada hard to stitch in hand, so those I do in a Q-snap, but for the most part I stitch in hand.
It's easier to see the Q-snap because it spreads it apart.
Yeah, exactly. And then Michelle's comment about the error in your piece, we thank her again for that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, sorry, am I out of screen here? Ona says, fantastic whip parade, Justine. I have a lot of the same whips. Need to get stitching. Vanna Pfeiffer, the Twisted Stitcher, made a free border pattern for your farm series. Check out her blog. And then she asks, what fabric are you using for the piece chart by Ori TM? I have all three charts and I'm trying to decide on fabric.
I'm sorry, I don't have that with me. I will either respond to your comment on YouTube, or I'll throw a little note in your bag that you have here. And thank you so much for Vanna Pfeiffer's. I did see her border.
Yeah, that's cute.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
It's just so fun to see how everybody does different things.
Yeah. And Linda asks, she says, I love your project bag. Have you made one for Justine? Yes, I think I've made you 2 or 3 of them. So she's my guinea pig. I practice.
I have no problem being the pig. Thank you, thank you.
She gets them all. So, and that brings us to our contest winner. So let's talk about that quickly. There's the bag. Once again, the disclaimer, I am not a professional. You know, you're getting this for free. So,
she makes them out of love. So it's gorgeous. Yeah, it's just gorgeous.
It's not perfect by any stretch. But we did use the YouTube random comment picker this morning. And we picked out of all the people that said Justine and multiple times.
I've never seen my name written down so many times.
Julie JCJ Nidashay, I think it is. So there you can see the name. Julie, you've won the bag. What do you want her to do?
Julie, if you'll email me at welcomestitchery@bevcom.net, which is B as in boy, E, V as in Victor, COMM.net. www.flosstube.net, then I will get this out to you ASAP. Thank you, and thank you to all the commenters. It was so fun to read them all.
And if I remember, Julie, I'll just respond to your comment just so that you know that you've won. And I was thinking, we did this because we hit 500 subscribers, and we're now up over 600, which is great. But I think I could be convinced to make another homemade with love bag for.
That means I get one first. Thank you.
For our when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to do that. So
if you want to hit the button to subscribe, and if you're just joining us now, thank you. If you're coming back again, thank you.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Oh, the lemon bar recipe. Gwen, thank you so much for sending the lemon bar recipe. I have made them. I've made them twice, in fact.
I didn't get any.
Sorry. I did. I gave some to my mom. Actually, I took some out to the retreat. So
nice.
You can have some out there.
Thank you.
But we've had a couple people ask in the comments if we'll share the recipe, and I don't want to do that without your permission. So please, Gwen, let us know if you are okay with us sharing.
Shoot me an email, Gwen, and then
yeah. And that's about it. We'll probably be, unless you have something else. Oh, you wanted to talk about shop stuff. Sorry.
Yes.
I have it covered up.
I just want everybody to know that the Super Bowl sale here will be going on. I'm following what Monica did when she owned the store in Illinois. Super Bowl was their big sale of the year, and that's the way we're gonna proceed with it also here. Our shop hours are Saturday 9 to 3, and we are going to be open Sunday noon to 4. Come on in, see what we have on sale. Come see us, and that's also the same Saturday that we have stitching at Patton's, and it's a couple of us then who get together at a Patton's and we stitch. So if you have any questions about that, give me a call or shoot me an email.
I was just thinking about that. We retreat in an old vacant church, and we have stitching get-togethers at a funeral home.
Stitch.
Does it get any better than that?
Happy.
We sure have a good time, though.
And then Shell and I are going to market in March, and we're
so
excited about it. The new releases have been starting to come out. I got my first one yesterday emailed to the shop. And I do have them on my website. I have them as a pre-order. And if you want me to pre-order them, it's really nice because when you go on the website and order, you either order it to be mailed. So we will go to Nashville, pick it up, and then mail it to you. Or there is a choice of pick up in the shop. So then we will pick it up and put it in the Nunzia basket is what we call
the
it. Nunya basket.
Yes.
And what works out so nice is I can order these ahead of time. So we make sure when we go to Nashville, we have enough to come back with. So I will probably be shutting that down maybe a little closer to market time, just to make sure that everybody gets what they want. Not that I can't get them later, I can, but it's kind of fun to get them right away. And then once we do get back, we will have a little market release party, just everybody can see what came in.
But check the website frequently, like multiple times a day, because these emails are coming in from the designers fast and furious. So
and they're just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I've only gotten, like I said, from one. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces on Instagram, and how fun.
So I don't think we have time today, but in our next show, we're going to have to tell them what the Nunya basket is.
Yes, we will. Stay tuned.
That's a good story, so stay tuned for that. Yes, definitely. I think that's about it.
All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Cheers to stitching.
Cheers to stitching. Have a good
Bye-bye,
2
everyone.
weeks. Bye-bye.